Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in a relaxing feeling of calmness. And as you exhale, just allow your eyelids to close and feel 1% of tension leaving your body. That's it. As you breathe in that resourceful feeling of calm and relaxation, pay close attention to the tension around your eyelids, around your eyebrows, and give permission for that tension to be released. As you exhale, imagine the tension from your eyelids leaving your body. That's it. Noticing that your eyelids are feeling heavier and more relaxed. Feel that tension leave and then breathe in a breath that is a tiny bit deeper than the breath before. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine a color that represents relaxation. For some people it's yellow, or orange, or perhaps a tint of purple. And as you breathe in that feeling of relaxation, I want you to imagine it going in through your nose into your lungs, and allow your unconscious mind to direct that relaxation to the parts of your body that need it most. I want you to get a sense that if you incur an infection, maybe you cut a finger, your unconscious will direct white blood cells towards that location to keep you safe. So as you breathe in that feeling of relaxation, just imagine your intuition sending that relaxation to those areas of tension, and imagine them going to work. If you imagine tension as something brittle, like ice, imagine that warm feeling of relaxation melting away the tension. Feel it melt away, thawing the tension. And as the tension thaws, feel it evaporate into your breath and leave your body as you breathe out. And maybe you're breathing in that colorful relaxation, and just imagine exhaling something dark, something gray, representing tension leaving your body. And the deeper you breathe, the more of that relaxation goes in. And the longer you breathe out, the more of that tension leaves your body as you exhale. As you could imagine this as a form of transfusion, breathing in the relaxation and exhaling the tension. And just by breathing in and breathing out, feel your body become more and more relaxed. That's it. And I want you to focus on all the tiny muscles around your mouth and jaw, from your chin all the way up to your ears. Perhaps you could imagine the crystals of ice almost locked into muscle tissue. As you breathe in that bright, warm color of relaxation, imagine those ice crystals thawing all around your jaw. That's it. And for a second, to teach the relaxation where to find the tension, just now tense your jaw. Maybe 2 or 3 or 4 times more tense than it normally gets. Tense all the muscles in the jaw. As you breathe in that relaxation, imagine that tension melting away, and then as you exhale, feel all the tension in your jaw being released. And maybe you can feel how loose the muscles around your jaw start to feel now. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. As that relaxation starts to spread down into your neck and shoulders, your back and lower back all the way down, even into the calf muscles and even into your toes. As you start to feel relaxed, I want you to think of the last good yawn that you did. Maybe it was recently, maybe a long time ago, but the best yawn you ever did. And just imagine how good it would feel to yawn, knowing that a yawn itself has the magical ability to create drowsiness and relaxation. And you don't need to yawn. Just imagine yawning and feel that wonderful feeling of relaxation start to spread. That's it. And as your body relaxes, your imagination awakens. And I want you to think of a specific memory of you in your past at a time when you were loose, relaxed, and at ease. Maybe you can recall where you were, who you were with, and what you were doing. And I want you to observe that version of you. Relaxed, loose, flexible, and at ease. And if you can recall a memory like that, let me know by nodding your head. And I want you to play that game that children sometimes play, a game of mimicry, where a child will mimic an adult. Whatever expression the adult does, the child then follows. A silly fun game of childhood, but I want you to play this game with that loose, relaxed, at ease version of you. That if they're breathing slow, then you breathe slow. If they seem relaxed around their neck and shoulders and loose, then mimic that. Feel that that is now you. Get really good, so however they are, you are. And when it feels that you're calibrated with that version of you, loose, relaxed, and at ease, let me know by nodding your head. And then step into that memory. No longer the observer, but feel how good it feels to feel that loose, calm, flexible, relaxed version of you. And I want you to imagine they're about to go to sleep. That version of you that was loose, relaxed, maybe half an hour before they sleep. And just realize how optimistic you are that you're going to sleep well, relaxed and calmly. And maybe you could imagine being on a particular bed that you had back then. And notice how relaxed your jaw is. how you're breathing perhaps lower than the chest, down into the diaphragm. That your whole body feels limp, loose, and relaxed. And I want you to imagine drifting off into a dreamlike sleep. Not now, but then. Drifting off to sleep how you used to drift off to sleep. But I want you to imagine the image you hold in your mind as you drift off to sleep are flexible bamboo on a windy day. See the bamboo waving in the wind, not breaking. I want you to see that the flexibility of the bamboo is the defense against the tension of the wind. That the looseness of the bamboo means that the bamboo survives when a brittle, rigid branch of an old tree breaks. And as you stare into the bamboo, feel that feeling of looseness expand to all parts of your body. Not just in your jaw, but your neck, your shoulders, all around. And as you relax deeper, drifting off into a dreamlike sleep, your jaw begins to feel even more looser and more flexible, letting go of any tension that no longer serves you. Notice how easy it is to anticipate sleep with a sense of ease, knowing that your jaw will remain soft, relaxed, and free from clenching. Maybe you can hold the image of an old metal vise and see that vise, rather than being made of metal, see it evolving into something soft and loose. No more clenching, looseness. And every night your body learns more about how to sleep with your jaw completely relaxed, leaving tension behind. As you drift into sleep, the muscles around your jaw, neck, and shoulders grow softer and more fluid, creating space for deep, peaceful rest. And I wonder what would happen if flexibility in your body, especially in your jaw, becomes the natural response to stress. Just like a plant that bends with the wind, effortlessly resilient. And maybe you can recall an old movie of a shape-shifting human that could go from rigid metal to soft metal like liquid. And start to visualize your jaw as liquid metal, able to shift from hardness, useful when you're eating, to softness, perfect for sleeping, flowing smoothly with each breath as you sink into sleep. And every time you experience a gentle massage, particularly around your jaw, feel that it is learning that looseness and relaxation are its natural state. Tension may be the default in the past, but now flexibility and softness are becoming its new default. And maybe you could imagine the bones in your jaw becoming fluid and soft as you sleep, easily shaping themselves into a state of calm and peace. And just as a bamboo bends gracefully in the wind, feel your body reacts to stress with that flexible grace, bending without breaking, staying relaxed and free. Maybe you can recall a time from your youth, time maybe in a drama class where you felt loose and free, expressing that flexibility and looseness like liquidity in your body. Feel that those neural pathways are awakening. With every breath, the muscles in your jaw grow more and more flexible, melting tension away, allowing for a deeper, restful sleep. That any unconscious desire to grind teeth activates now looseness in the jaw, and that grinding becomes less and less frequent as your body learns that the looser and more relaxed you are, the better quality sleep you have, the more refreshed you feel the next day, and the more that your life becomes free from pain and more flexible in all aspects. You notice that every time you decide to let go of tension and relax your jaw, it feels as though the tension is being released and replaced by a soft, soothing flow. And before long, your body will remember how it feels to be free from tension. And this relaxation extends through your entire jaw, neck, and shoulders. And in the same way, when you throw a pebble into a pond, the ripples ripple outwards from that place. The more relaxed your jaw is, the more that relaxation ripples to all other parts of your body. And I don't know if it will be days or weeks when flexibility becomes your new default. Your muscles and jaw respond to stress with calm, adapting fluidity without resistance. Sometimes it's good to increase tension in order to release it. And every time you consciously increase tension before releasing it, your jaw learns how to be more supple and relaxed, promoting that long-term relaxation. Feel like anticipating a positive outcome is teaching your mind to be more fluid and flexible. And you could look forward to sleep with the knowledge that your jaw will remain loose and tension-free. That when you expect that to happen, you increase the probability of it happening. And I wonder if you can feel the positive effects whenever you do a massage or relaxation technique, training your jaw to function better when it's loose and free. Like water that takes the shape of any container, feel that your jaw can also adapt, flowing and softening as you breathe and sleep peacefully. The chicken and egg of tension causing more tension, which then creates apprehension to create more tension, is being broken. Feel that vicious cycle is now reversing. That as you hold positive expectations, you feel more relaxed. And as you feel more relaxed, your jaw becomes looser. And every morning that you wake up, feeling an absence of pain, trains your brain to do more of the things that steer your life into the very direction that you desire. So communicate directly to your jaw. Be water, my friend. Your jaw, like water, becomes fluid, shapeless, flowing through stress without resistance, leaving tension behind. And whether you think of your jaw like water or liquid metal or bamboo in the wind, feel that these images are teaching you jaw, an alternative that is more desirable. It's time to return to the present, but take these feelings of relaxation and fluidity with you. As you breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your nose, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes, connect fully now into the present moment. As I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you, you will feel refreshed, optimistic, feeling that seeds have been sown in your deep unconscious mind that will bear the fruit of a positive future. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.